When you look towards the adolescents in your world, they appear to be teeming with life, laughter, and smiles. But when the laughter fades and the masks are put away, the real stories emerge. Broken families, hurtful friendships, and innocence lost.
No matter what teenagers may look like on the outside, or what front they put up, most of them are hurting and broken. So many of them carry around sadness and hurt, and they rarely ever invite anyone into their pain.
Our volunteer leaders are the heart and soul of Young Life. They enter the world of kids on behalf of the adult world, with no expectations of who kids should be, but with every hope of who they can become. It is here where a Young Life leader's friendship becomes authentic, trust is won, and teenagers discover that they are not alone. You won't just find Young Life leaders in the schools in our community. You'll find them anywhere you'll find kids, whether it's at a movie or a ball game, in a coffee shop, or at a fast food restaurant for a quick meal after school. Young Life leaders go where kids are and earn the right to be heard.
My life before Young Life, it was really difficult. It was before Christ, of course, and I had just lost my dad, and I was looking for friends in all the wrong places. I was partying, I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing, and I kind of just felt like there was really no one there who could complete me.
So before I went to Young Life, I was really broken, really lost, really alone. I didn't have a good family life. I didn't really know what my place was, what I was doing with myself. I was mean. I was just not a good person, really, and I was just really lost.
I made every person in my life out to be a monster, no matter how much they tried to care about me, because I couldn't understand that someone would want to love me. So that was me in high school.
On any given Tuesday and Saturday night, you will find high school and middle school students having the time of their lives, as they are welcomed into an atmosphere that accepts them exactly for who they are. This is Young Life.
Some people say faith.
What I like about club is that during the week it's really stressful and stuff, and you have a whole bunch of homework and stuff, and I usually try to rush and finish my homework so I can get to club. I don't know, it's just really fun to get with kids your own age and just basically just let go of everything, just forget about the world.
I love Young Life Club. Every Tuesday it's something to look forward to. I can always count on having a great time and getting away from all stress of anything and just hanging out with the people I love the most and people I know love me and just having a great time.
I look forward to club on Tuesday because it really helps you get away from everything, all the troubles and stress that you have, and so it's just a nice getaway to be with your friends and really let out all the crazy you have inside of you.
Club is a crazy night. The doors open and kids come running in. Some of these kids are coming with a lot of baggage and a lot of pain, but they know that one night a week they can come to a place where they're not going to be judged and they can have a great time with their friends and leaders.
The Young Life leaders are really cool because they usually have been to public schools and stuff, or they've been in the same situations as us, and most of them aren't really too far out of high school, and it's really cool because you can get on the same level with them, and they understand what you're going through, and they can help you through stuff, and they have a different outlook on life. So
I love all my Young Life leaders. They've been so helpful throughout my journey of growing as a Christian, and they've really helped me take steps without ever forcing anything on me, and they've always instructed me along the way. And I've learned so much from them and have a great relationship. I know I can come to them with any problem and they'll just help me out of it. People that I can rely on and really look up to.
What I think of the leaders are, they're pretty much us, but in a grown-up's body, because they relate to you, they use things from what happened when they were our age, and they really help you get through.
We do all this in the hopes that we can step into their lives and give them a meaningful confrontation with the God of the universe, to to watch as light collides with darkness, joy with sadness, and life with death. This is the privilege that we as Young Life leaders here in the lower Hudson Valley region have, to love hurting teenagers and to be a part of their story.
Just in my relationships with Becca and also my other Young Life leader, Jenny, it was just, I just had a lot of support and a lot of love coming my way, and I finally felt like my life was changing because I was seeing love in a different way than I'd ever experienced it before.
More, my leader, Melissa, kept on getting on my back for going to camp. And I was kind of like, oh, I've never been to camp before. Like, what kind of camp is this? She was pushing me towards something that I was, like, unaware of. And she was representing something that I was unaware of. But she was, in her own way, every single time, just loving me every single day. And that's what everyone in Young Life ever did to me.
So my Young Life leader in high school was Lindsay Devine, and I remember she came to one of my basketball games and came up to me after, and she had just said, good game, and you played really well and such. And then the next week my friend had invited me to club, and I got really connected with her again. And she really became one of my best friends. She became a mentor. She kept me just in line with my faith and checked up on me and was always just seeing how I was doing in school and everything. And she definitely helped me through my years of high school. I don't think I would have gotten through it without her. She had gone through it, so it was really nice just walking through it with her since she had experienced it all. So Jenny and Becca were the first two real Christians I had ever met in my life. I mean, I had grown up going to Catholic school until 3rd grade, but that never seemed real to me. But when I met my Young Life leaders, they talked about this guy, Jesus, and I had known all my life that something was missing. And when I looked at them and heard them speak about this guy, Jesus, I knew that that is what was missing from my life. And I didn't know how to get to it, but I knew that they had that something that I wanted. And they honestly just loved me, and I'd never really experienced that, or I actually never let myself experience love the way they gave it to me. And it was so free, and it didn't matter what I did because they were going to love me no matter what. And it was just so encouraging to know that people were caring about me and my family, even though I had never really done anything to deserve that. So for the whole time I was in Young Life, they taught me that although this world teaches us that we need to earn love, that we don't really need to earn it, that we should be giving it out freely.
Underneath the sky so blue,
So now I actually go to school at Messiah College, and I lead Young Life at Northern High School in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. And it's incredible to just be a part of something that changed my life and know that God is just working in that in other kids' lives. And just the girls that I spend time with, I just get to love on them the way that my Young Life leaders loved on me. God has just really shown me just how He can use me, and how every experience that I've gone through has molded me and grown me into the person that I am now, and that I can share His love and His mercy and His grace with my high school friends at Northern, and that's just incredible.
So now I'm a freshman in college, and I'm leading Young Life in Suffern. I actually just got introduced to it. I feel really called to do it. I've never felt called to anything really before, but God has laid this on my heart, and we have club every Tuesday, and it's just a lot of fun getting to see the kids and just growing and building relationships with them. So since coming to Young Life and meeting Christ through that, I'm actually a Young Life leader now in college. I lead at University of Delaware at Charter School of Wilmington, so I got a bunch of brainiacs, and they're great, but I think the reason why I can love my kids so well is because I have had great examples of what it means to really love people, not only from Jesus, but from my Young Life leaders in practical ways and little things to do, and that everything I do can matter.
As long as high school kids in our city wander around looking for love in all the wrong places.
As long as they desperately seek an identity based upon the opinions of others.
As long as they are being lied to about where true joy and fulfillment come from.
As long as there is that darkness, I will find my place in the middle of all that chaos.
As long as kids limp around broken by family strife and enslaved by drugs, alcohol, and sex, I want to be found there.
Not in adult circles, where it is respectable and controlled, but in the world of kids, where God has positioned me to shine forth His grace, His hope, His truth, and His love.
So, my Young Life leaders taught me a lot about this guy named Jesus, but they always made it clear that it was never something that they could give to me, that I had to make that choice. And after a long time being involved with Young Life, I decided to give my life to Christ. And they were there every step of the way, and every question I had. And they, I don't think they even really know how much they did for me and how important every little text message was, but it was. And I guess I get to say that now, so that's really cool, and to all of you, but they changed the trajectory of my life completely. I was going down a terrible road of anger and partying and with boys, and they helped me escape that. And since coming to Christ, I've let go of the anger I once had. I've forgiven my family for the things they've done to me, and I never thought I'd be able to do that, even a couple months ago. I never thought that I'd be able to sit here and tell any single person that I wasn't angry, that I wasn't held captive to my anger or my insecurities or the feeling that I'm not worth anything, because I am worth something. Every person is worth something, and my worth isn't in the fact that I'm me, but in the fact that Jesus died for me. And they taught me that, and I am beyond grateful that people would care about me, a high school student, enough that they would do that they would get out of their comfort zone and come to me and meet me in my brokenness and hear what I had to say and just listen. And they just listened no matter what, even if I didn't think what I had to say mattered. It did to them, even if I was being stupid and ranting for hours about nothing. It mattered to them, and that really helped change me.